Hello, welcome to Jason the Old Millennial. My name is Jason, speaking to you here in my basement in the great state of Kansas. In today's video, I'm going to do my top 10 favorite songs from the band, the supergroup, the Traveling Wilburys. So stay tuned to hear my thoughts here on Jason the Old Millennial. Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing well here on a Wednesday night. And yeah, it's another really cold day here in Kansas. The streets are kind of cleared off. There's still, snow everywhere and definitely looking like a winter wonderland out there right now. Definitely very difficult to drive in when it first came down. And I think it's going to snow some more Friday, so we're going to get another batch of it. So hopefully I'll be able to get my car out when it comes to Friday, because it was hard the other day. But anyway, so we're getting to my top 10 favorite songs from the Traveling Wilburys. I did a deep dive in Traveling Wilburys, it feels like weeks ago. I usually try to do a top 10 right after that, but it's been busy with other stuff going on. But I definitely want to get the top 10 down so I can kind of close the chapter on that deep dive, the Traveling Wilburys, and move on to a different deep dive next time. Anyway, so Traveling Wilbury is very interesting. Again, I got this CD set from my friend Adam from What the Gym. Bought me this this last year actually, and it has both. They only have two albums, Volume 1 and Volume 3. There's no Volume 2, and there they are there. And yeah, so it's cool. It's got both CDs, both albums in it. And so Traveling Wilbury is very interesting. When you do a band that only has two albums and you're trying to come up with a top 10, you don't have as much to pick from, but there were 10 really good songs in there. I have no honorable mentions. There's really just 10 songs I really kind of came up with. I was like, yeah, these are 10 pretty good songs I can put on top 10. It gets a little more difficult when you don't have as many songs to pick from. Like when I'm doing the Rolling Stones, they have 24 albums, lots of songs to pick from. But so this one kind of, I guess it makes it somewhat easier because you don't have a lot to have to go through. But yeah, so here's my top 10 favorite songs from the Traveling Wilburys. Number 10, I have the song "Where Were You Last Night." It's kind of a Bob Dylan led song. He kind of leads on the vocals here on the verses. I will say a couple times that he kind of takes over, his voice definitely is not very good. It's definitely getting worse the older. Of course, he's getting older by this time. We're talking, late 80s. Definitely out of his prime. Even when he was in his prime, he wasn't a great vocalist. But yeah, somehow it works for Bob Dylan. He made it work. And this is another case where I think it overall worked, the vocals, everything. But it's an overall very nice, catchy kind of song. Pop song, I guess. What really makes it, I put it in here because of that, it's a really great chorus. I really love when they get to that chorus and everybody kind of chimes in. That's when they're at the best, when everybody kind of sings together. A lot of times on the choruses, they sound really good together. No shock there. But yeah, when they get to that, "Where were you last night?" Bam, 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 something like that. It's very nice, very catchy. Love them singing together. So yeah, really solid song here at number 10. "Where Were You Last Night?" Number 9, I have a song called "You Took My Breath Away." Interesting, a lot of songs about breath and away. You have the Police song, "Take My Breath Away." The Queen has a song called, I think, Take My Breath Away" or something like that. Here's another one about taking the breath away. But yeah, it's another really just nice, catchy tune. Some nice harmonies in the chorus here. Overall, and again, good job of them singing together. I want to say it sounds like more like a Tom Petty leading the vocals on this one. And then everybody kind of comes together on kind of towards the chorus. And yeah, another just really solid song for them. Number 9, "You Took My Breath Away." Number 8, I have a song called "New Blue Moon." And this is one where they pretty much sing together the whole song. A lot of songs, somebody will take the lead for the most part on the verses, and they come together on the choruses or whatever, the pre-choruses and all that. New Blue Moon's one where they kind of right away are singing together in harmony, and I like it. It sounds really good. It's an interesting song because there's not a lot of, I don't think there's a lot of lyrics to the song because every word, they sing every word, it's like a half note each word. It's like da da. I mean, every word is elongated, so it takes a while just to get through a sentence in the song. It takes up most of the song, and so there's not a lot of it, but yet it's an interesting way to sing it. I never really heard someone sing it that way, where you sing every individual word and you hold that note for each individual word. But it works. I think overall, I love the harmonies here and love them singing together. And it's overall like a really good song. Really enjoy what they do there. So number 8, New Blue Moon. Number 7, we got The Devil's Been Busy. And yeah, and so another song, really wonderfully done. It's got another great chorus to it. The devil's been busy in your backyard or something like that. That definitely makes the song that really great chorus. Again, they sing together on that chorus. And it sounds really, really good. I'm trying to remember who sings the lead on this one. It might be another Tom Petty or George Harrison lead. Sometimes I have a hard time telling who the leads are. Certain people, like Bob Dylan, I can tell every time. But yeah, another just really catchy tune with a great chorus to it. Yeah, I really like this one. The Devil's Been Busy at number 7. And excuse me. Number 6, I have a song called Congratulations. Interesting song. It's led really by Bob Dylan again, and Bob Dylan vocals are pretty terrible. And so you're wondering, why is it number 6? It's funny, the first time I listened to it, I go, wow, Bob Dylan's definitely not aged very well vocally. When you listen to his really graspy voice, and it's like not smooth or pretty at all. But yeah, it's a very catchy tune, and I love when they get to that chorus. When they get to that chorus and everybody kind of sings together again, congratulations, and it's like kind of like that. And even though his vocals aren't good, they somehow work together. All the voices work together. It makes it a really kind of fun, catchy song. And even the verse has a really nice melody to it, nice catchiness to it that I really like. And it really kind of grew on me. So it's here at number 6, Congratulations. Number 5, I have a song called Not Alone Anymore, which this is really the only one I have on here that's really led by Roy Orbison. Of course, he only sang on the first album because he died right after they came out with that first album. So he didn't sing it all on the second album, unfortunately. But this is really the one song that I really like. He feels like he really shined in it. It was Roy Orbison. And it's funny, Orbison, probably he was the oldest member in the group. Like I said, he died right after this, I think with a heart attack or something. And he, I think, sang all the way back in the 50s. He started like probably back in the 1950s. So maybe the earliest member here. But still at this age, whatever age he was at this time, I think still he had the best vocals out of the group. I mean, he has a very unique set of vocals and very good vocalist. Again, you go through his, older songs in the 60s, you definitely tell it's Roy Orbison. He has a very unique voice, and it's really good. Kind of got a high register to it. And this is one where, yeah, he sings really great, even though he's probably older here and not in his prime. I still love his vocals here. And like I said, when he gets into that chorus, he definitely sings a little bit longer notes, and it's beautiful, like the way he elongates some of the notes here, and he gives a little more into it than the other members can. He sings that "Not Alone Anymore," but he's singing like a very high registry than I'm singing. But yeah, really, really good job by Roy Orbison on this song. That's why it's number 5, Not Alone Anymore. Number 4, I have Heading for the Light. Another song, all these top songs are going to be on that first album. I think is a better album, but so a lot of the best songs are on that album. But Heading for the Light, really good song. Sounds like it's a George Harrison led song from what I can hear, and really good job by George Harrison. Actually, vocally, pretty darn good job. It's a very catchy song, I think. It's got a really good verse to it, or the verses are really great. It's got a really nice melody throughout. It's got a nice kind of upbeatness to it that I really like. It's very upbeat, and yeah, just a really fun song. And so definitely one of the highlights of the group. I think probably one of the earlier songs that I'm sure George Harrison brought to the group, since he's the one that kind of started it. I'm sure this is one he had in his back pocket or something. But yeah, so Heading for the Light, number 4. Number 3, I got one of the probably, I want to say maybe more well-known songs, and one of the best collaborative efforts on the whole album. That's "Handle with Care," and I think it's maybe even the first song on the first album. It seems like it's one of the earlier songs that you first get to, and you go, "Oh wow!" This definitely feels like one of the first songs they probably brought together, and they were like maybe some George Harrison. Again, I think it sounds like a George Harrison style led song kind of, but everybody seems to shine here, which I really like, and that's the reason why you bring in all these great singer-songwriters and people with all these distinct voices, and people that are well known. The supergroup, is you want everybody to kind of shine in different parts, and I feel like this is one where like George Harrison really does a good job on the verses, and then Roy Orbison comes in on like this pre-chorus, something being lonely. And it's really nice, just him singing that part again. Great vocals from Roy Orbison, and then we get kind of into this chorus, everybody. Hang on. Anyways, and it's kind of a nice little chorus, and you got a couple people singing together here. It sounds like maybe a Tom Petty, Bob Dylan, maybe Jeff Lynne kind of singing together on the chorus. So it feels like everybody's got their parts in the song, and it all works really well together. And again, just really nice verses to it, decent chorus, and nice melody to it anyway. So number 3, "Handle with Care." Number 2 is kind of the big song, I would say, if there was a big song off this album, that is "End of the Line." It seems like that was one they promoted the most. It was kind of as a single off the album. They even made a music video, which is a really good music video. Roy Orbison died before they made the video, so they had an empty rocking chair kind of representing Roy Orbison, which is really nice. And they're on a train car. And you can watch it on this thing. There's a DVD here that has the music video. Anyway, so it does seem like it definitely was one that I think they probably believed in the most. That was going to be one of the better songs on the album, and it is. Again, great collaborative effort. Again, I love it when it feels like everybody's really. Some of the songs feel like a solo song for somebody, and then everybody kind of comes in and helps out. But this is one that feels like everybody kind of wrote it together almost, and like was really thinking about the whole group as a whole. As you get that end of the line, bum, 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 end of the line. It's great chorus, verse, just overall nice melody. Everybody shines here. So yeah, it's definitely, if you have to listen to any song, this is definitely one you have to listen from Traveling Wilbury. Like I said, it's one of the probably bigger songs on the album. Like I said, I don't think there's any hit songs on here, but if there was, this would be probably the hit song. So number 2, "End of the Line." So it's surprising that's not number 1. I figured that would be number 1 when I first put this list together, but one song beat it, because there's a song that I kept going back to when I was listening to my playlist of all these songs. I kept going back to this one. This one was the catchiest song and the one I liked the most, and that is called "Last Night." Again, we have a song at number 10 called "Where Were You Last Night?" This is called "Last Night." And again, I think because I just sang along to this. This is a song after it's over. I was singing to myself, singing in the shower, singing to myself in the car. And again, it's just a great chorus to it. And it's really simple. It's just "Last night, bumpa bumpa, last night." But they all sing together on that "last night." And it's only 2 words, 2 syllables, but yet it's super catchy. I guess to me, I just kept, but the verses are very good as well. But just when you get to that chorus and get that "last night, thinking about last night," talking about, a night with somebody, I think on a date or something like that, and thinking about that night and so forth. Yeah, and it's just, it feels like a Tom Petty, I think it was a Tom Petty led song. So if you like Tom Petty, excuse me, sorry. If you like Tom Petty, I think this is a song that you really enjoy, because it feels like this is a song that could go on a Tom Petty album and be a top song on an album. In my opinion, I just really, really like the song. And it's funny, I was watching this movie this last year called Ghosted on Apple Plus TV, and it was one of my favorite movies of the year. In fact, I put it at number 5. Most people didn't like the movie. It's on a lot of top 10 worst lists. But one of the things I did like about the movie, I really liked the movie, and a real highlight for me was the 2 main characters kind of a one-night stand. Basically, they kind of meet and have a date, and then they sleep together. And it's Chris Evans and Ana de Armas. And it's like the next day, Chris Evans, had such a good time. He keeps calling her, and she's not picking up the phone, and he's getting like, he's calling her too much, that thing. He's getting a little too desperate. But while he's doing this, they played the song "Last Night." And I remember I was watching this because I just heard this album for the first time. And all of a sudden I was watching Ghosted and they started singing Last Night, Thinking About Last Night. And I was like, holy cow, it's like my favorite song from Traveling Wilburys and it's in this movie. So I was like, I'm like, oh, I like this movie even more. That was a great pull for the movie. It's kind of not maybe the most well-known song from the Traveling Wilburys, but it was a nice pull for the movie, I think, and it worked in the scene. But yeah, I really like the song. That's my number one, Last Night. Yeah, so that was my top 10 favorite Traveling Wilbury songs. If you're a fan of Traveling Wilburys, please feel free to comment what are your favorites, and love to read what other people think about Traveling Wilburys and their favorite of their music, all that. So yeah, please comment there, and thank you for that, and thank you for watching this video. Thank you for liking it, and just thank you to all my subscribers for supporting the channel. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you have a good day.